Now let's take a close look at the Miss Budweiser racing team. Dick Crippen.
When you talk winning and you talk hydroplane racing, you've got to talk the Miss Budweiser crew. And when you talk Miss Budweiser, it's Bernie Little. Bernie, you have assembled a team that is certainly the envy of a lot of others in this sport.
Yes, I think over the 27 years that we've been racing Miss Budweiser, we've been very fortunate. Our crew comes up through the ranks, and we were very fortunate in getting Ronnie Brown and guys, Lauren Sawyer, these guys, John Reinberger, they've been with us a long time, and they're the best. And they've been propositioned by, I think, probably a lot of boat camps, but their loyalty to Anheuser-Busch and Budweiser and Bernie Little is just none like it. And I love them for it. And yet Dewey Norton flies in, commutes from Detroit, and Tim working out there on the engines. There's a whole group, and it takes the whole team, and I'm just a very small part of that team.
Ron, you've got a great crew that's done a tremendous job this year. What about the crew, and who are they?
Well, Dick, everybody on this team is a specialist in their own field, and we have Lauren Sawyer and John Reinberger, who have built all the boats and are totally in charge of hull setups. They consult with me. We talk with Jimmy, and between all four of us, we decide on how we want the boat to ride, how we want the boat to handle. Dewey Norton is our consulting expert from Detroit, but Tim Ramsey is the nuts and bolts man that physically assembles all the engines right there in Seattle. And Kurt Tavernier is our gearbox expert. Also did 99% of the fiberglass work on this boat is built by us in our shop, and Kurt is responsible for a lot of that. I myself, being the team manager, have to bring all the pieces together and make sure that there's a race boat out there, that the Miss Budweiser is tuned and ready to win on Sunday.
Jim, once the crew has finished their work, they put the boat in the water and turn it to you.
Well, that's right. You know, it's part of the deal. When the boat hits the water and it's wet, I own it. But everything that the Miss Budweiser does on the water, you have to attribute 110% to my crew. They all give 110%. They're worried about me as much as their own family. Everything that they do, number one is for safety, and number two is for speed. And it's up to me to go out there and make them look good.
We're looking at part of the spectator fleet here at Evansville, Indiana, as we prepare for Heat 2A. Boss of this group, the commissioner, is Don Jones. Dick Crippen's with him right now. Dick?
This race marks the halfway point of the unlimited season for 1989, and Don Jones, we've seen more improvement this year, better racing again. It's exciting.
Well, it really is. Our HFC Hydroplane Series is really maturing. Last year we had fantastic competitive racing, and already in this series, it's really shown to be a barn burner all the way through.
Well, you've had different winners in almost every race, only one repeat winner going into this one.
Well, that's right, and of course this one here is very much up for contention.
Don, I know you have to be pleased also with the safety that we've seen in the sport thus far.
Oh, yes, and what we like to hear is from the drivers that echo that. They're very pleased, and we keep adding to our medics and our equipment, and I really believe we have the world's finest water rescue crew.
Well, you certainly do, and there's no question now that this sport continues to grow. The fans are turning out, and this is another banner year for Unlimited.
We're very pleased with it, and of course the new addition of our sponsors keeps it growing, and I think we're really on a roll here for the next 5-year plan.
A good crowd on hand here of Unlimited Hydroplane fans. If you'd like to know more about the sport of thunderboating, there's a media guide full of information available for you by contacting the URC office, 414 Pontius Avenue North, Suite C, Seattle, Washington, 98109.